Alright, well, let's read the comments real fast. So, Dragon Style, you're gonna chill in here. Villager Pawn is here to support! By the way, Villager Pawn, are you quoting the Nopons from Xenoblades, from the Xenoblade Chronicles series? Is that where Villager Pawn comes from? Oh my gosh, the game was so... Dude, Ricky, I don't care if Ricky was a good character or not. That Hero Pawn was so fun to play with. Ooh. Comes from my top 2 games of all time. Yep. So, love the story here. Quick story. But as kids, I have no idea how we found some of our games. I just remember sometime in like high school or something, I went to GameStop. I'm just like, you know what? I know there's like, I haven't done much of these Japanese games. I hear that some of them are pretty good RPGs. I'm in the mood for an RPG. Let's look at something. It's like, alright, well this RPG just seems really complicated. This one, Nikopara, it seems like people are liking this game for the wrong reasons. I'm just kind of looking around. There's like, hey, this one has a picture of a sword. Huh, Xenoblade Chronicles. Never heard of it. Here it's a pretty good, it looks like an okay RPG. One of the people back there, oh my god, this is a good RPG. I'm like, okay, that's all I need to hear. Came in blind, had no idea what Xenoblade Chronicles was. Just bought it because I thought it looked like a good game. Oh my god. Oh my god, that game. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I might get Xenoblade Definitive Edition because of how good it was. Man, I just got super lucky. Just randomly found it in GameStop. Not sure who was the crazy man who had Xenoblade Chronicles and then sold it at GameStop. Whoever that foolish man was, thank you. You're a fool, but thank you. It was a GameStop exclusive too. Good to know. Well, wasn't on any of the exclusive shelves as far as I know. It just was a game in their stock. All I know is I got super lucky. Never heard of it, just bought it. Oh my gosh. If I get the Xenoblade Definitive Edition, ooh, that would be a game to stream. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Yeah, we got lucky we got the game in the first place. Basically, afterwards I read the story about how, like, I always thought it was strange that they have all the British accents and stuff, which, you know, gave it character as long as it could understand them. Like, the British accents just gave them character. You know, what a bunch of jokers. You know, but anyways, I later heard I heard the story of, how the Project Rainfall, or whatever it's called, of the 3 games they tried to pull over into America. And when I heard that, I tried to, like, search up the other 2, and I found the last story. I did find the last story of the 3 games that were brought in. I did not find the other one. There's a reason we don't talk about the last story as much as Xenoblade Chronicles. Really good combat. Will not deny. I would love to see the combat system of, Pandora's Tower is a problem. That was the one that I could not find. The last story, the best way I have to describe it is it feels like it was a series of games, and this was the last story of those games, and it just kind of assumes you know everything about going into the game. Dude, the last story the gameplay was awesome. The gameplay I really liked, except for the fact that they would often just tutorialize mid-fight how to beat the boss. Other than that, like, the gameplay, a lot of the themes was really cool. But the story, how do I explain this? So there's a part in the game where they go to a forest, and there's this one character who's just like, oh, I really want to go to this forest. You know, after all the trees of the world have been dying. I'm like, wait, what? And the main character just goes, oh yeah, I heard about that. So you really need to go, right? Yeah, the Spirit Guardians might have an answer here. Oh right, the Spirit Guardians. I'm just sitting here, well, you know, if this was chapter 1 and we were about to get a lot of story, that'd be cool. This was like chapter 12. This was the first time we heard about the forest dying and Spirit Guardians being an issue. And just like, and that's just that's just the most extreme example, but there's little examples of that all throughout the game for the first 20 chapters. I'm sorry, 20 you You can't expect people to clean onto a story that they don't understand for 20 chapters. Last story, you can't do that to people. You have to explain why I should care about the alien invasion, for God's sakes. There's this the part where I gave up on the story was we were having like this intense political intrigue scene. I'm like, okay, there's something like I know all the story beats. Something's gonna break up this conversation so we don't have to deal with it. And I swear to God, aliens come down from the sky and attack the city. I'm just and this is just like old like Forgotten Realms magic and Stonewall Castle sort of world, and freaking aliens come out of the sky. Now, it explains a lot more as you get further on that they're not actually aliens, but at the moment it's just like we're going through freaking Romeo and Juliet, and then aliens abduct Juliet, and that's what the story is about. I gotta show you one of these days. But that campaign, the story for the last story had issues. Beautiful, beautiful issues. Things I can make jokes on. Anyways, let's actually get to the game.